Good Friday, Hope. Today we are with Psalm 13, the final psalm for this week before we enter into the weekend. Psalm 13 is one of lament, one of desperation by David. It starts, for the music director, a psalm of David. How long, Lord, will you continue to ignore me? How long will you pay no attention to me? How long must I worry and suffer in broad daylight? How long will my enemy gloat over me? Look at me, answer me, O Lord my God. Revive me, or else I will die. Then my enemy will say, I have defeated him. Then my foes will rejoice because I am upended. But I trust in your faithfulness. May I rejoice because of your deliverance. I will sing praises to the Lord when he vindicates me. So this psalm starts out with David. He's in a peculiar situation. We don't know what the situation is. We don't have any idea what event, if it is recorded in Scripture, that might be associated with, because some of the other psalms are, but this one isn't. But whatever's going on, it's clearly a desperate situation. In verse 3, he says, look at me, answer me, Yahweh, my God, revive me, or else I will die. So David's clearly, he feels like his life is at risk here, and that he could die if God does not answer him. And he tells him that if he doesn't, then his enemy is going to gloat over him. His enemy is going to defeat him. But you notice the last two verses. We have four verses that are committed to David's lament, his loneliness, his pain, his anguish. But the final two verses are really the bedrock that encourages him. He says, I will trust in your faithfulness. I will trust in your chesed love, your everlasting love, your steadfastness, and he will rejoice because of God's deliverance. And he will sing praises to the Lord when he vindicates me. So David, he's already trusting, he's expecting vindication, he's expecting deliverance, even though at this moment he hasn't had it yet, because he knows the character of God. He knows the promises of God. And this is probably rooted as well into the Davidic covenant that God has made with him. He knows God is going to protect him. But right then and there, he's having a tough time. And I think you and I think we've had times, perhaps at night, or we're lonely, we lose a loved one, we're suffering because of a medical reason, or we work in a place that's incredibly toxic to our faith, incredibly toxic just to us, who we are. People don't like us for whatever reason. And so we feel lonely, and we feel like God ignores us. We feel like God isn't paying attention to us. And so when we go to prayer, if you feel that way, don't be afraid to let God know. Say to him, why do you ignore me? Why are you not paying attention to me? Lament to him. Let him hear your cries of desperation. Give it to him, and at the same time, remind God of who he is, the character, the nature of his love, his mercy, his grace that he's already extended to you and will extend it to you, as well as the promises of Scripture. And as you do that, that should encourage you, that should lift you up, to be able to face whatever is bothering you, whatever is ailing you, hopefully with new hope, new encouragement, and renewed strength, having been reminded of God's generosity, his patience, his character, and his steadfast love. So that's Psalm 13. I hope you have a good Friday, and we'll have Psalm 14 for you on Monday. God bless.